I noticed that the time shifted on the show. Was that because of the response of the show, or was it just a scheduling change? Just from the VH1
No,
side?
it actually was a response to the response. I think we started out in a very challenging time slot. You know, they put us on at the end of a couple of other new shows, and we got tremendous numbers, but we were coming in at the end of a night, and people actually were having to tune in because it wasn't like we had any kind of lead-in audience. So when they realized that we had such strong numbers, they moved us around, but I think they did it so quickly that people didn't have a chance to get the memo. So, we had a couple of weeks where people were trying to figure out where we were and find us and stuff. But, once it stabilized and our audience knew where we were, we saw the numbers grow and the commitment to the show. And I think that people, supported it in a great way. So, I mean, listen, as an outing, I'm extremely proud of the show. I'm extremely proud of what it accomplished. And the girls did a tremendous job. So I couldn't be happier with the outcome.
Yeah, air horns for that. So, before you...
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask, does such a successful show hurt the fans of someone like a Fab? I heard so much women, whether it's on Twitter or on Facebook, I'm always having these conversations, and so much women really, they said their perspective of Fab changed based on how he was dealing in the show. Maybe that won't matter. Like, people still love Chris Brown.
Right.
You can do stuff out there in the industry, and people just love your music. But I wonder, so much women love Fab, and to see this, does this affect him in any way?
Well, I'll tell you conversely, it did great wonders for Jim Jones because I think Jim was kind of a guy's guy. I don't think many women were checking for, Jim Jones, but I think seeing another side of him, seeing his presence on the show, I think was undeniable, in his own way, the way he felt about Chrissy. I think we could all see that clearly. And women have just had the, best response to him. And he's even had to say, like, wow, I didn't even, think it would have had this kind of an impact, but it's been great. I don't have any real data on what it's done for Fab. Of course, we've all followed social media and we've seen the grumblings and stuff. I just think that he would have, been better served maybe giving his side if he felt like there was another side. Because this was all about inclusion. We wanted the guys to have a voice as well because this was supposed to be a dialogue about relationships. So,
the one thread that kind of matches with Jim Jones and Fab is the fact that do you think that some artists, male artists, feel like if I am public about, kind of crossing that barrier, crossing that bridge of becoming a married man, it will hurt my fan base? Or is that like
do we think Jay-Z's concerned?
No.
But Jay is on another level, though,
I think that, Emily said it in one of the sound bites when she said, there's like, Fabulous, and then there's John. At the end of the day, the one thing I think that, people need to remember is that there's real life, and then there's the life you lead on stage. And I think that at some point, he's got to make a decision about whether he's ready to start living his real life. Because, what we do for a living, what we do on that stage, that's a big part of our lives. But I don't think anybody who's been in it, and Kazi, you've been in it a long time, I don't think you would define that as your entire life,
Yeah. But it's that fear, that fear of losing that lifestyle, too, like, man, I'm, like, getting in, I'm living, the ladies love me, they're my main fan base. Will I lose them? Will I lose the lifestyle? I'm guessing.
I can give you 100 examples where it hasn't impacted them negatively one bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just where you are personally in your life, how you're feeling, and I think that that's where all these decisions begin and end. We could come up with 1,000,001 reasons and rationales as to why, but when you're ready to make that step, I don't think any of those other external things factor into this because now you're talking about your real life. You're talking about your heart. You're talking about, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they're wondering, like, are my record sales going to be negatively impacted by me, joining my life with this person that I feel like I want to be with for the rest of my life? I don't think anybody's thinking on that level. I think if you are, then that's a clear sign that you're not ready.
Mm.
And if you're not ready, and if that's not where you're going, then don't hold anybody hostage. That's
exactly.
Not,
then you have an
not,
obligation,
yeah,
and I think that's
to let them go. And
Chris,
don't
just tell me. I'm not here to force you. Just tell me what we're doing so I can make a decision about whether or not I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. An informed decision. Yeah.
You've closed the door on an ongoing conversation here on the Power of the P around this show. That has been an ongoing thing between me being the male voice and really it's been a back and forth. But I agree. If you are mature and you're ready to go to that next level, you let the world know that I love this woman and I understand that I'm getting older. I'm getting no younger, and I need to think about my future and my real life, like you said.
Yeah,
I mean, second ear horn.
The first time I got a horn the whole time. Thank you very much.
Your second ear horn. You've been getting gunshots for your comments.
Yeah, man. They've been beating me up over here, Mona.
Yes.
So, season 2, we are ready. We want to know. What happens from here. What's going on? I'm sure fans.
I think we all need to cross our fingers and click our heels. I'm still waiting. Hoping that, the network definitely sees the value and the responses are there. And, I need everybody to stay vocal about how much they love the show and stuff so we could get that pickup. We're all keeping our fingers crossed that it comes through.
Well, I work in a high school, and I can tell you that my students watch, So
I don't know if good things.
Demographics, the kids are watching, and which was pretty surprising to me. But they're tuning in and caught up in it and want to know what's going to happen and are they getting married? And they're really
nice.
High school kids are into it.
Well, what I can say is it looks like there will be a reunion show, so and we'll be putting that together.
Do you have I saw somewhere on Twitter that you are working on another show with or one of your artists, Takara, is working on the show.
Takara, yep, absolutely. We just started shooting The Ultimate Merger. We are shooting that in Vegas, and Takara is your bachelorette.
Takara from America's Next Top Model?
Next Top Model, yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. I like her. Okay. That's very nice.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said, and she's great. We had, we just started shooting, but she's definitely the kind of person you want on a dating show because Takara is open. She, lives life openly, and she's just having a ball. So it's a lot of fun to watch. It's going to be great.
She likes hip-hop?
Huh?
Does she like hip-hop?
Of course.
Yeah,
okay. Takara? Kazi, what you drinking? What you drinking tonight, Kazi?
Kazi, who doesn't like hip-hop?
No, some people are not really into it. But the reason why I ask because I know you work with so much hip-hop artists, and I see you doing a lot more television. Are you moving away from the music and kind of focusing more on television stuff?
Not moving away from the music completely. I mean, that's still going to be the basis of, what I do. I just wanted to, and, that was part of my whole expansion a few years back when I started Mona Me. I just wanted to explore these other areas. I've always wanted to produce in television and in film, actually. So this was an opportunity for me to really pursue those goals. So I've just been focusing on that. I do have some acts that I'm developing. I have a rapper by the name of Busy Crook out of Florida, getting ready to drop his mixtape in the next couple of weeks. And I've got a young female vocalist, strangely enough, out of Florida as well. Her name is Destiny, and she's 16. So working on her music, just shot a little viral video on her, so we're going to get her up and running as well. Of course, there's, Elliot, Missy Elliott, still in the studio with Timbaland. I think we're finally very, very, very close to having, a single out, hopefully by the end of the summer, with an album coming this year. So the music is still definitely the basis of what I do, but for me it's been a personal growth of wanting to explore these areas that I felt like I could probably be really good in as well. And I just want to, be all I can be, damn it. I've got one life to live. Got to do it all.
That's right. That is right.
Well, congratulations on Love and Hip Hop, because it's a banger. It's like on the tongue of all the people in all the circles that I'm in, and it's a winner. It's a really, really, really good show. And just one side note, I'm so much into aesthetics. You know, like when they do the talking heads, I always see people sitting down and they do the talking heads. I really liked how you lit all of the women. They looked beautiful, beautifully lit, and the background kind of green screen thing. That was really, really dope.
Yeah. Thank you. I have to, give some props to my production partners as well, NFG, because those guys are incredible shooters. And it was very important for us that the women were beautiful and they glowed and their skin, because they're gorgeous to look at in real person. It would have been such a disservice if we didn't get it right on tape. And they, did a great job with lighting them. We had Takoa and the makeup. She was amazing. William doing their hair. Of course, my producing partner, Stephanie Gale, who was amazing with story and stuff. So we had a really good team.
Awesome. Very nice. It's a winner. So if this is any indication of what's coming out of Mona Me, I can't wait to see what's next.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We've got a few things that we're churning out. I'm still waiting for my appearance on Together Apart, though.
Coming very soon. Very soon.
Because there's a whole lot of male perspective happening. I don't know. I need to know how the females are representing up there.
So
I think he's scared, Mona. I think he's scared.
Not even. I'm studying. I'm definitely studying, but I also wanted the brothers to get them. See, what the brothers don't know is they are actually in helping other brothers, because most brothers are not in the, like you can see from the show, Love and Hip Hop, brothers don't know how to articulate a lot of times what they're feeling. And so this has been kind of a way to get more of what men are feeling out there. Because we kind of talk about how women look, we talk about the cars, we talk about a lot of superficial stuff, but we don't have a lot of brothers talking about the in-depth stuff. So the next level is to try to incorporate more of a co-ed conversation. So I'll reach out to you, and hopefully we could bang that out. Because one of the biggest challenges, and you could probably speak to this, like a lot of other successful women, is how does a man deal with an extremely successful woman in the world? How does he find his place when a lot of what society says makes a man, she brings to the table? That's a whole other conversation. We'll be over there another time. I'll give you a call on that one.
Answer to that is very confidently. That's how he should handle it. It's all about self-confidence, knowing who you are, because once you know who you are, everything else around you, you know what I'm saying, you can handle. It's when you've got the guys who are a little bit shaky, that's when they can't handle it. So very confident is my simple answer to that.
That's why I'm thinking I need to start a show called The Power of the D.
No, God. No, you may not. You have no permission.
Balance it out. This has been very educational.
It's been great.
Yeah, very educational.
No, this has been great, guys. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for having me on, and more so, thank you for all the support you guys gave us throughout the season.
Oh, thank you, Mona. So, on that note, thanks for calling in. I'm going to give you some nice going out clapping. Have a good night, Mona. So, guys, where am I clapping? I want to thank everyone for listening to the show, those that are in the chat room and those that are on the line. Also, shout out to everyone on the Together Apart Twitter, at Apart Together. Remember to follow us on at the Power of the P, or hit me up directly at Power of the P Prez, and check out Lady L, GoldStilettoMagazine.com. And also a big shout out to Mona Me Entertainment and Mona Scott Young for joining us tonight. So with this, I guess we have to look forward to the reunion show, and we'll be back once that happens, because I'm so interested in seeing what has happened since the taping of this show. And, Kazi, as usual, you have to pardon us for this, but on that note, all my ladies say, ow!
Ow, ow, ow.
Who am I to you? Where do we stand? Are you my man? You told me you were through and you were leaving her for me. But it doesn't seem that way. We may pass some time.